Welcome to the Amazon, a mysterious and fascinating land that hides countless secrets. In this series of videos, we are going to explore the largest tropical forest in the world, meeting local communities and wild animals. You've probably heard a lot about this mysterious region, but do you really know what's going on there? Watch to find out. It was from Iquitos, the main city of the Peruvian Amazon, that we seized the opportunity to go on expeditions with a guide we met on site, and who sold us a wilderness survival expedition. But we were still very far from expecting what was going to happen.
Well, welcome in this new adventure about Amazonia expeditions, and in this episode we will go to a very wild expedition, wild adventure. It's called Survival Tour.
After 3 hours by boat to go as far as possible from the noisy and polluted city of Iquitos, we finally entered the wild jungle. Welcomed by the magnificent crane, a famous bird considered by the indigenous people one of the most beautiful in the Amazon. Once arrived to the base camp, we met a guide. This one tried to first convince us to not do the survival tour and to join the tourist troop instead. At this moment of the story, I should have known that this expedition would not go as I expected. But we had been sold a survival tour and not a boat safari, so there was no question of giving up when the adult event starts.
We just arrived inside the Amazon jungle to the lodge, the Eco Lodge, because actually you can also choose to stay and sleep in the lodge. They look beautiful, this is so much more comfortable. But for us, me and my friend Nicolas, we'll sleep in the jungle. And we'll stay during the next 3 days inside the deep jungle, eat there, what we will fish, what we will hunt maybe, or just what we will find.
So I start the survival journey with a survival coffee, because I can't survive my day without my dose of caffeine.
Bon alors Nico, comment ça se passe l'expérience survival pour le moment?
Écoute, ma foi, c'est pas très plaisant. Hein.
Petit café en tasse en porcelaine, ça va?
J'ai dû aller chercher à la table, hein. C'est quand même à 2 mètres, il y a du risque. Hein.
Voilà.
Now it's time to get ready. You first need good boots to cross the muddy space of the jungle. Then this gives a machete. Check. Fill the water bottle. Check. And don't forget, very important, the mosquito repellent. Check. Our guide takes care of carrying the camping equipment in a bag which, in my opinion, is not the best option in terms of comfort and practicality.
So everything is ready now. We will go inside the jungle, we will take a boat first, and we will go where we have to go. I don't know, we just follow the guide actually.
And so here we go on the banks of the river to reach our starting point.
We have like 1 hour to walk until a small village apparently, and after we will continue to cross a river and to go inside the wildest jungles.
We first cross the submersive jungle. This part of the Amazon near the river, where the trees are generally high on large roots that come out of the ground, is because during the rainy season the level of the river rises until completely covering the roots. After only few minutes, we met a sloth chilling on a tree, a magnificent creature who known for his slowness.
So we just started the walk since few minutes and we just saw a sloth. He's at the top of the tree, right here.
The sloth, which sleeps an average of 14 hours a day, owes his slowness to its diet, which consists mainly of leaves. This food having a low nutritional value, he must swallow a large quantity of it.
The way is a little bit better here. I think we are close to the village we are supposed to pass through. So, yeah, actually we are.
Nowadays, it's almost impossible to find a completely wild jungle, or at least those are extremely protected. It's therefore not uncommon to find several small villages like this one in the heart of the Amazon forest. This one only has few houses and it's guarded by the ferocious animal that attacked me with its cuteness.
And now we are going again through the jungle and through the mud. So here this is the river we have to cross on this very small bridge. A bit dangerous, and the guide just catch a very strange animals.
This long fish.
It's good to eat?
No. Normally a lot of people no eat.
Ah,
because,
why?
Yes, because no es that rest you meat.
So we're still walking inside the jungle and it starts to get dark. So I guess we will have to find a place to sleep very soon. So we'll see. And also we didn't find anything for it. The fish that we found before, we cannot eat. So I don't know if we will fish, probably not. Maybe hunt or find some roots or insects to eat. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe we will not eat tonight. Anyway, for tonight I'm not hungry, so it's okay. Here there is a boat just behind me, a small boat. I think someone lost it because here usually during the race season everything is under the water here. So it's also another experience. You can come in Amazon jungle during the rainy season and you can do kayaking. So we just arrived to the place we will spend the night here. It's a very nice place, just under this super big tree. So now we have to make the camp and maybe to find something to eat. I don't know if we will eat tonight or no, we'll see.
We were sold the fact that we will learn to build our own shelter in the jungle. My first disappointment during this expedition was to realize that we will sleep in a tent that our dear guide had taken with him, obviously unwilling to teach us anything. On the other hand, he got it into his mind to hunt a caiman that was spotted in the nearby swamp. More for the show, apparently supposed to impress tourists, than a real necessity in my opinion. After long hours of searching during the night, when we were only spectators in the dark, our dear guide told us to wait further as he sank into the water to go and piss off this poor caiman. Obviously, he didn't win.
The guide just went to fish a caiman. Actually, he touched it, but the harpoon is completely rotten.
And in the end, here is the only things we will have cooked tonight. It's with hunger that we wake up at sunrise for this second day. Also completely thirsty, a guide will have taught at least one thing related to survivals: how to find water in the jungle. Thanks to those waterlogged roots, that is very important to know how to differentiate from their sisters, who are toxic.
Actually, now we are walking to the lake where we will fishing piranhas, and the forest starts to be more wild. I mean, the trees are very high in this part of the forest, and I think it's because we go deeper inside the Amazon jungle, and more you go deeper, more the trees are super high. So we just arrived to the camp. We will spend the night. So everything is super nice. As you see here, there is a fireplace. We'll make a fire tonight, it will be nice. And this is a piece of wood, probably because we will put the tent inside, or maybe just build our own encampment. I don't know, but it's super nice place, and we are just next to the lake, just here. So right now the idea is to go fishing piranhas.
I personally had never fished in my life, so this is the opportunity to learn. You must first catch any fish to be able to fish piranhas, because those ones are attracted by flesh and blood. Using a makeshift fishing rod, we plunge the bait into the water. It only takes few seconds after entering the water for the hundreds of piranhas swarming under the boat to rush at the bait. What to pass the desire to fall into the water, right?
They are super hard to get because they are super fast. Hey, after just 30 seconds, first piranhas of the day.
We also caught other species of largest fish that I could not recognize for lack of explanations, apart from the famous red-bellied piranhas, which is the most common species but also the most aggressive. Its impressive bite could easily sever a finger or toe to anyone who try to approach this jaw.
So that's the fish that we just catch by fishing. Also another one with more piranhas. Here, that's a lot of piranhas. It's so nice because we didn't eat yesterday and we didn't eat this morning. So we are super hungry. Super hungry. So now the goal is to find wood, make a fire, cook the fish and the piranhas, and after we can eat. This was fast. We have a lot of wood. It's not so wet. We're gonna make a fire now. We decided to come back on this beautiful river to have a little bit of chill time here and to fly the drone as well because it's very amazing here.
I must admit that it was good to eat, even if this meal was really not enough. And after the guide had left all the fish burned inside the fire, yes, we will have had to find another things to eat. So we leave a camp for a short expedition through the surrounding jungles.
Now we are exploring a bit the jungle around the camp. We are taking away a bit deeper because also we don't have so much water now, so we will miss it during the night, so we have to find water here. So the goal is to find it inside the tree. There is a special species of tree. They have like big roots going up to down, and you can usually find water inside of this. So the goal is to find these special roots and drink a lot of water because we will not have water until tomorrow. So by going in the jungle, we have also to mark the way, because if not, we can get lost. So with Nico we decided to go on the small boat again, because I think we like this, and we will wait for the sunset. I mean, it will not be a big sunset because it's cloudy, but we're waiting for the night here, and after we will come back to the camp by walking inside the jungle by night, and I hope so will be some crazy animals. So let's see.
Okay, for the arachnophobe, you may not like it, so I will advise you to move forward a few minutes in the video. We especially encounter a lot of spider and other insects during a routine trip to the jungles. As well as a friend, the snakefish or whatever his real name is. Then a guide lost us, which led us to spend several hours going around and around in a circle and looking for a way.
We found the way finally. It's actually very interesting to walk at night inside the jungle, but also very tired. I mean, because we are taking the survival tour, so we didn't eat so well and we didn't sleep so good too. So we are hungry and tired. So it's very hard, but we saw so many interesting things here and it's still super nice. So we almost arrived to the camp now. We are very tired, very hungry. We didn't catch or found anything to eat tonight like the last night, but we didn't went to hunting crocodile this night. Hey, good morning for this third day. So this morning it's time to pack everything. Night was very complicated actually. Still super tired. I did this mattress of leaf yesterday for get a little bit more comfortable, but it didn't work very much. So I had like a very complicated night, and also I'm still super hungry since today we just eat once. So today we're gonna come back to the lodge for have a bit of food and we'll be better. Actually, we choose to come back for this third day and don't stay in the nature, so we will come back to the lodge. We'll have a breakfast because actually I'm under hypoglycemia right now. I feel very bad. So we'll have a breakfast, we'll have a lunch, and we go to see dolphin today. Like we quit the survival tour for come back to a normal tour. I think it's because like the guide we have actually doesn't really know pretty good how to survive in the nature. So we fish, of course, but we didn't find or we didn't looking for actually anything to eat inside the jungles. And when I asked the guide, he said that he don't know. He don't know how to find food here. He just know how to fish, but we couldn't. I'm sure that we could find some roots or some weird vegetables in the jungle for it a little bit, but the guy doesn't know. And actually when we start the tour, we think also that we will build our own cabin, something like this. But this guide, I think because he was a little bit lazy, decided to bring a tent. And when we ask to him if we will build a cabin, he say, "Oh, you can build your cabin if you want, but I will sleep in my tent." So I think it was not really a survival guide. And for us, we don't know anything about the jungle, so we cannot do anything without a guide, obviously. So that's why today I say to Nico, okay, that's enough. Like, I'm super hungry. He will not find any food for us, so he will not help us to find any food or to catch anything. So we choose today to do a different activity, to come back to eat, meet back a friend, and go to see dolphins on the lake and the Amazon, and end the day like this, with the belly full. We still have 1 hour and a half to walk and a boat to take. Will be very hard because I'm super weak. Really. Like, I'm not used to don't eat. Like, I'm a very food lover, so and I'm French, so in my culture, food it's so important. So that's it. So I think they wait for me. We will go walking 1 hour more and come back and eat.
As you will have understood, the expected survival trick was not really one, but rather a big scam. Our guide had no survival experience and was unwilling to teach us much. But I should have known that when I arrived to Iquitos. This city, which is one of the most touristic in the Amazon, is full of scam and stagging. So it's therefore with a deep disappointment that we returned to the base camp. However, we still enjoyed spending time in the jungle and being able to meet some animals and insects in their natural environment. Also, a fishing experience with the piranhas and this short swim in the Amazon River were very pleasant. But we were, however, very far from the expedition that we were sold at the beginning. Unfortunately, this is often the case here, so I would advise you to be very careful when coming to Iquitos. However, not to go there at all and prefer to visit other regions of the Amazon, less overloaded by massive tourism and who are so far more beautiful.
Whew, so we are back to the lodge right now and I just have a great breakfast. Amazing, I took 2 times. I didn't have time to film. I wanted to film the breakfast and everything, say wow, it's amazing. But actually I was so hungry that I eat directly everything. And after I realized, oh shit, I forget to film. But anyway, that's not very interesting. So this is the end of this episode about survivor expedition in the Amazon jungles. Was not really survivor, but anyway, I really enjoyed to spend the time in this forest and it was an amazing, cool experience and I really hope you enjoy too. So please, if it's the case, you can let a comment for tell me what you think about it, what you think about Amazonia too. And I like too, and also please subscribe because there will be more episodes about Amazonia adventure right now and I would really love if you do it.
In the next episode, for this last adventure, I'm going to volunteer in a shelter and meet the wildest animal of the Amazon. So stay connected and I will catch you in the next adventure.